then I realized in the moment, I was like, oh, now I'm the old guy in the room.
Day 2 of Seahawks camp yesterday, and Boye Mafe's been out there for both of those practices and another one coming today. He's kind enough to join us right now. Good morning, Boye. How are you?
Morning, how are you doing?
We're doing great, man. We're doing great. What's it like? How are we doing? What's the feeling? What's the vibe out there?
I think it's good, obviously, coming into it. Team is, this is the first time we're really getting after it and seeing everybody, seeing all the work they did in the summer, seeing all the things that people did while they were away, you can kind of tell. So it's been exciting to see that. And then we have a lot of exciting young guys, I think.
Who did the most work?
Couldn't tell you.
You just said who's been doing the work. Who looks
you
like
can see it, but you don't know who did the most.
Who looks like they? Who? Give me a couple guys who look like they did some work.
Who?
Boye Mafe, one of them.
Put me on the list, I guess. Yeah, go ahead. Who else I'd say? Kenneth. They can definitely tell he's looking pretty good out there. A lot of the young guys, I'd say. I can't even just think off the top of my head. He caught me on. Caught me off of.
That's my bad. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Boy, when do the pads come on? And when does this acclimation period end? And when do we get to play in some football?
Monday, I believe. We start Monday, and that's when we finally get the real ball, like you like to say.
What is that transition like? Because you do all this work, and as a pro in today's NFL, you better be able to do your job in a helmet. You better be able to do your job without pads. But how much different is the game from your experience once those pads do come on?
I feel as if it's definitely has an element, especially when you throw the pads on. You're in a situation now where it's like, all right, there's no more, how do I describe this? There's no more of I can't hit you, you can't hit me. Now it's like, all right, let's see what's really happening, and I feel like it makes you see like, okay, let's see what happened, because a lot of people call it we call them T-shirt warriors, and it's the guys who when the T-shirt's on, it's fun, but once it's time to get the pads on, it's like, oh.
So if I were to make my way over to, I love the laugh. If I were to make my way over to practice on Monday and the pads come on for the first time and I make my way over, as Brock always tells me to do, to the pass rush drill, one-on-one pass rush drill, who do you want to line up against, first rep? What is the marquee matchup of the pass rush drill this year?
Oh, for sure. I mean, for me, always, I love to go against Charles or Abe, just because I came in with those guys, and those are like brothers to me. So obviously, going against them is something that, iron sharpens iron, and going against those two really helps, and we always go back and forth with each other.
And I know this will be a better question once the pads do come on and the T-shirt warriors crawl away. It'll be a better question then, but, all we've had is the last few months without that. You'd be one of the better guys to ask. What have you felt from this offensive line? What have you felt from this Clint Kubiak scheme? What have you felt from Coach Benton leading this offensive line and what they're asked to do within this new scheme, this outside zone? What have you felt from your perspective battling against them?
Definitely, I feel as if it's, you can kind of tell and you can get a sense, it's the O-line feeling confidence and feeling themselves and enjoying a lot of the new nuances and the new things that happen within this offensive scheme. And even just being out there, you can kind of notice how that, just watching them, how they control themselves in this offense versus another offenses, you can kind of see that. So I'm excited, honestly, to see what it turns out to be. There's a lot of, obviously situation things to, unfold yet, but from what I've seen, I'm excited to see what it turns into.
You're like a real veteran now. It's pretty crazy going into year 4. Like, you're a veteran player. Has that? I know you've been a veteran for a couple of years. Year 2, you're still, it's your first year as quote unquote a veteran. But going into year 4, does it feel a little different? Like you've been kind of really understand this league now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's the other day, it was kind of funny. One of the young guys comes up to me and asked me for some advice. He was like, "So how do you do this?" and da da da. And I was looking at him in my head. I was like, "Why is he asking me?" And then I realized in the moment, I was like, oh, now I'm the old guy in the room. Like, I gotta give the advice and help the young guys out.
Jeez.
So
You don't just send him over to Demarcus? Like, hey, go talk to this guy. He's been in the league forever.
I don't even have gray in my beard or my hair. Go talk to him.
What has he been like, by the way? We hear he's such a tremendous influence and hard worker. What's it been like being around Demarcus Lawrence?
Oh, it's been good. Obviously he has a lot of knowledge. He's been playing football for a long time. So, honestly, just having those conversations and, dissecting each other's brains and learning to what he knows about the game and learning what I, between and literally taking those things and understanding that as a person in year 12, or I'm sorry, I don't want to misspeak, but whatever, as long as he's been in the league.
Year 16.
Yeah. Is one of those things that you kind of see that even though he's that far into the league, that the amount of work, the amount of intensity that he still can maintain. And seeing that shows you that if you want to do this for a long time, that's what it takes. And that's what happens. And honestly, that's a good thing to see. So I've been watching it and just been like, oh, okay. Yeah. If I want to, if I'm going to be year 16 looks like that.
It's only 12. You had it right. This is his 12th year. Don't listen to Brock.
Okay.
I just looked it up. I'm helping you out. I got access to Google. You don't have that while you're doing the interview. This is year 12 for him.
Hey, last thing for me here, Boye, because I know you guys got to get running and lifting and everything else. But what is a realistic goal for you, individually, collectively, here in year 4? And as you said, kind of a big year coming into this thing. What can we realistically expect from you, production-wise?
I don't like to put necessarily a number or a cap on what I can do. My mindset more so is just as long as I'm getting better every day and as long as I'm pushing myself. And so what you can expect is to see improvement. For me, my mindset is how I finish the year. Hopefully I'm finishing the year better than I started the year. And I'm always going to try to improve every week in and week out. So that's what you can expect from me.
Well, this is we got a great text, and I think it couldn't be more accurate from the 206. It is impossible to listen to Boye's laugh and not be in a better mood. Totally agree. One of the great laughs of anyone we've talked to over the years, so we enjoy this thoroughly each time we get an opportunity to sit down with you for just a couple of minutes. We'll let you run. We know you got stuff to do, but thank you. Thanks for coming on, and good luck this year. We can't wait to watch.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
All right, there you go. Boye Mafe.